What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And today we got an announcement about the new update which we're going to be getting this month. And we do have some new weapon refinery, so let's talk about that. And I'm also going to be talking about my overall thoughts on this version update. So Innes, Tana, and Lon'qu are going to be getting weapon refines. Lon'qu is going to be getting his own legendary weapon, Solitary Blade. And I think that this is probably going to be having some kind of solo effect. A lot of people have been speculating that because its name is Solitary Blade, and Lon'qu's personality is like that, so he would like that kind of weapon. It could also be something like he gets buffed to all of his stats if he gets danced, because he does have pretty good friendship with Olivia. Usually he does have a phobia with interacting with women, and Olivia is the only woman he's comfortable around, so that would make sense, and that would actually be pretty interesting. But it's probably going to be some kind of solo skill with the sling effect, so that's definitely going to be really nice. Lon'qu is a unit who has got power crept many times by a lot of the insane infantry fast sword units, and this kind of buff would actually be really nice for Lon'qu. I do have a friend who has got a plus 10 merged Lon'qu, and Lon'qu's main strength is his speed and HP. I would like to see how they utilize his HP, or they could just stick with the offensive refine, honestly, because he does need some kind of attack buff to help him out. And I did give my Lon'qu a vote out plus by promoting an Athena a month back, so I did not know that he was going to get this weapon, but oh well. And then Tana's going to be getting the Vidofner refine. Tana really needed this, honestly, because her Vidofner is pretty underwhelming with the standards we have got right now. Like a slaying lance with defense refine is much better than Vidofner, because you're going to be getting defense flat out in both phases, and you also get the slaying effect, and overall you do get much better bulk because you also get the HP bonus, which you do not get with Vidofner. So I'm really happy that she's getting this refine. Her best set is with Fire Sweep Lance, but still Shigure can run a better Fire Sweep Lance set because of his higher speed, and Shigure also has much better defense than Tana. Tana has a base 25 defense, which is really average, doesn't really do a lot for her with Vidofner, so she's not exactly a very defensive unit, but they could just simply scrap the whole +6 defense gimmick of Vidofner and give her entirely new effect that just helps her offensively. So I'm definitely curious to see what they do, if they go for the defensive route or the offensive route. And then we have got Innes and his Nidog Refine. Now Innes has definitely got some competition over the time with his offensive spread, but he did have resistance to make use of ploys. But now we even have Nina, who can make fantastic use of ploys, and she's faster than Innes. Innes does have this all-tome effect on his Nidhogg, and they could, I guess, try to give him some kind of bond refine, because it will synergize pretty well with that. Maybe speed res bond or attack res bond, I don't know. That could be something, because they love bond refines. We have seen it so many times on these units. I really wish they would stop doing that, but it does synergize well with his Altom bow, but it really wouldn't make a lot of sense with his personality like a bond refine. They could also go with a plowing skill built into his bow. That would definitely give him more utility than other archers. He does have pretty good resistance, so that could definitely happen. Or they could just give him something defensive that could help him duel against mages in the enemy phase. Something like distant defense, or an effect like George's Parthia. That could be something that they could do. Really happy about these refines. I would have preferred if they also had Volter here. Then we have got like the whole Sacred Stones refine. But Lon'qu is also really nice. He also needed some kind of buff. So excited for these weapon refines, and Lon'qu is a unit that people can invest into by merging him up to +10, and now he can score better in arena for the people who plus and merged him because of this legendary weapon. So we have got some other changes as well. We have got these favorite names, which is really nice, so you can organize your stuff better, I guess. And then we have got this light version. It's really insane, because only yesterday I tweeted out how the size of Nintendo mobile games are really large compared to some other gacha games who have the similar amount of assets present, or even sometimes even more, because they do have the voice lines for story mode. So this is going to be really nice for the people who have got old phones and who do want to preserve their space, because Fire Emblem Heroes honestly takes a lot of space and some of my friends did have this problem when they wanted to get into Fire Emblem Heroes. The space was too much. My good friend Adam actually had this, and it was really frustrating because I used to talk to him every day, and he wasn't able to get into Fire Emblem Heroes, and he was really passionate about this. The size just keeps increasing with each update, so this is a really good option. And then finally we have got Abyssal difficulty for these Grand Hero battle maps. I thought it was only exclusive to these Legendary Hero battles, which we get like once per month, or even the Relay Defense, which we have. But I didn't really think they would have Abyssal difficulty on these kinds of Grand Hero battles, because we already got the Grand Hero Battle Elite quest. But they actually ran it back, and they have given Abyssal difficulty to these units. They're going to be having some insane stats, man. They're going to be having insane stats. But the good thing is that these maps do not have any sort of reinforcements. The problem with Abyssal maps is that you're constantly facing these overwhelming amounts of reinforcements who have got these inflated like stat lines, and they also have sacred seals, which can be really annoying. For example, this Hardy Bearing Legendary Tiki on the Abyssal map, which is super annoying, or the Double Distant Defense Barrier Sword Fighter on the Tiki map. So that's the main problem with the Abyssal maps, but these Abyssal maps will not have those reinforcements, hopefully, unless they add them. I don't think they will. And some of these Ranger battles are actually really hard, like the Robin, Xander, and Ursula's maps. The indoor maps for these Ranger battles definitely are really hard because you do not have a lot of room to work with. So you can just get crammed up with these enemies. I think we're gonna be getting this update on 10th, I think, or even 9th, when the new banner comes out, or at least the trailer of it. I really hope my schedule for college is not really all that tight in that week, because I would like to do Abyssal Solution. And for the people who live in America, Fire Emblem Heroes reset is at 3 AM, and for me it's 9 AM. So hopefully my schedule for college is not really all that tight, so that I can skip classes. I could definitely cover up the backlog after that, so I'm really hoping for that one thing, because I would really like to cover these. We're just going to be getting golden version of the accessories from this. This is definitely a double-edged sword, because a lot of people will say that this doesn't really warrant all the effort to obtain just a golden version of some like cosmetic accessory, which doesn't really do anything. It's basically bragging rights. And a lot of people would say that it's a good thing that there's not any particularly good reward behind these Abyssal difficulty, because if it was, then the people who are not able to beat these or just do not enjoy these maps, then they would be logged out of that. So that's definitely a double-edged sword. You could argue about each of the points, but honestly it's really hard to make a difficulty and also distribute the rewards evenly so that a lot of people can get that. Because if a map is going to be inherently tough, then obviously a lot of people are not going to be able to beat that. And these Abyssal maps definitely take a lot of trial and error, unless you have got like merge units. I know, because it takes a lot of time for me to figure out the free-to-play solutions. And I've seen a lot of people, even with their main teams and stuff, taking a lot of time with these maps, because like I said, the reinforcements are absolutely amazing. So at least that kind of reinforcements are not going to be present on this. So gonna be looking forward to this. It's probably gonna be happening around 10th or 9th, I'm hoping. We do not have the exact date, but the update usually comes around the banner or a day before that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this version update that we're gonna be getting this month. Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section down below, and what do you think about the weapon refinery these units are gonna be getting, and do you think you're gonna be spending time on these Abyssal maps right away for these Ranger battles? How do you feel about adding the Abyssal difficulty? Because this is only the start. Nothing is stopping them from adding Abyssal difficulty on Walter or Fallen Takumi's map. Like, if that happens, that's going to be insanely hard map, and it's probably eventually going to be happening, because they've started to add Abyssal difficulty on these Ranger battle maps. They could even start adding that on Bound Hero battles. So yeah, that definitely sets a precedence in my opinion. So let me know about your thoughts on these Abyssal maps that we're going to be getting. If you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.